So how exactly do you become successful? Yes, it's a subject that's near to many people's hearts. Yes, how do you become successful? Now, one thing that many people do is they look at successful people, see what they're doing, and then look to copy it. But look, I'm going to share with you one key thing that you can do quite easily, actually, that will assist you to move towards success. And that's why we call this the 10-10 movement. If you looked at your success right now and said, on a scale of 0 to 10, how exactly successful am I? And give yourself a score. Unless you're firing on all cylinders and you're already scoring a 10 out of 10, there's going to be a gap. So in this video, we're going to look at that one key thing that you need to do more of, and one key thing that you need to do less of, that will have you moving very quickly, I promise you, towards being more successful at a 10 out of 10. So I think many people are right to look at people that are already successful and see what they're doing that's working for them. But of course, we are all what I call individualized. So we aren't them. We didn't grow up like them. So whilst we can take some of what they did, we may be able to take the principle, some of the strategy, but we have to become our own person. There's no point. You can't copy someone intricately because you're not them. You can only copy some of their practices, as I say, and some of their strategies. But if there was one thing that these people do that makes them successful, it would be ritual would be a great word. I would also add in repetitive ritual, because anything that you do over and over and over again, you will become good at. So what specifically one thing do these people do that gets them in the place that puts them at a 10 out of 10 of success? Well, for me, one of the key things I've observed that they do is they do everything to a routine, and particularly they do that thing, that routine, they have what's known as a morning routine. In other words, when they wake up, they do something very specific. Now, the truth is, and this is why I said there's one thing you need to do, but there's one thing you need to stop doing, yeah? Is that you've actually already got a routine. If you think about it, it's true for almost everyone. When you wake up in the morning, you do the same thing repetitively. You know, maybe you get out of bed, maybe you then go to the bathroom, you may go to the loo, you may clean your teeth, but you're fine. Just check in, see if I'm right. Check in and see if you do pretty much the same thing every morning. So believe it or not, you've got a morning routine already. But the thing is, the morning routine you've got is getting you the score out of 10 that you've got. So this is where looking at some of the things that you could do to change that routine and make it more effective and efficient for you, so that you get, as I always say, get your energy to a 10 out of 10. When your energy is at a 10 out of 10, you're much more likely to be successful moving towards a 10 out of 10. It makes so much sense. So whatever you're doing, think about it like this, is getting you the score you've already got. So all you've got to do is to think about, so what could I do to change my morning routine so that I become more efficient, more effective? You know, maybe it's my body needs to be more efficient, more effective, more healthy. My brain definitely, you can have an effect on your brain massively by working on it. And if your brain's functioning well and the rest of your body's functioning well, you're already going to be moving towards having more success. So how specifically would you do that? Well, I can share that some of the things that I've done in my 20 years of personal and spiritual development have had me see massively changed results. But some of the best ones is where you allot a specific time. So when you get up in the morning, one of the key things that I can tell you that will make a massive difference to your experience of life is to just drink water. Yeah, look, we all know that we're meant to be hydrated at a high level, yeah? And if we're not hydrated, then our energy goes down. Think of water like a fuel for the human body. And if it doesn't have enough of it, then actually it starts to become less effective. So if you're not hydrated at a proper level, trust me, you are not going to get body or your life experience, and that then includes your success, to a 10 out of 10. So how much water do you need to drink? Well, I've tested this, and actually, you know, to drink like a litre of water is a big ask, you know, and look, drinking it relatively quickly. So what I've learned to do is to drink half a litre in one go. You might get into like halfway there and think, oh, I can't drink anymore, can't drink anymore. So part of the strategy that I've used, which is a bit crazy, is to count how many swallows I do, yeah? And I can drink half a litre of water with about 30 swallows. So I'm literally counting while I'm swallowing, and that distracts the brain from, oh, I can't drink anymore, I can't drink anymore. And of course, like anything, if you do it ritualistically, in other words, repetitively, then you will be able to do it more and more easily, because you get better and better at anything you do repetitively. So I think, look, the number one thing you need to do is up your water intake, and doing it when you first wake up is like it will unbelievably change your body. And one of the key things that it changes is your need to eat food. So many people have argued that actually when you think you're hungry, you're not. You're actually thirsty. So test this out. Try it out on yourself. Next time you feel really hungry, drink a half a litre. If you can do it, a litre of water, and trust me, you will see your hunger pangs massively disappear. It's because you're not hungry, you're actually dehydrated. So if there was one tip, would be my one tip, really. Just literally get up and drink a half to a litre of water before you start doing anything. Now, next after that, you need to get that water circulating around your body. So some sort of exercise routine. Now, the great thing about exercise is you don't need to be a nutter. You know, you don't need to do masses of exercise. You only need to do a small amount of exercise to get your body to be more fit and equally more healthy. So build yourself a little healthy routine. Look, 5 minutes is better than no minutes. 10 minutes is better than 5 minutes. 15 minutes is better than 10 minutes. Yeah? But I would say optimum time would be to give yourself 20 minutes. Now this is 20 minutes of light exercise. It's not going mental and killing yourself down the gym and, you know, sweating like, you know, your eyeballs out. It's not that at all. If you've got the water in the body, then what it's doing, if you do it well, is it's circulating that water, so your body becomes more efficient. Now, my next thing that I learned, and again, look, we have to find our own routines, but I can tell you, people like Tony Robbins, you know, the man at the top of personal development, massive routine man, yeah? Repetition, routine, that's one of his big things. But even people in the business world, you know, your sort of Steve Jobs, your Bill Gates, all of those sorts of people, they're massive routine people. Anybody with success, people like Richard Branson, you could look at all of them and go, what do you do that's like that you believe has made you successful? And it can be thinking in certain ways. So they've controlled their mind. They're in control of their thinking process rather than their mind being in control of them. So there's a lot of different things that you need to look at, but the first things first, hydration will be my number one, and to take apart what you actually do in the morning and build something new, something that makes you feel energized, something that makes you feel, yeah, sort of complete. You know, it's like I'm ready to rock, but not eating. So it's like we're giving up whatever it is we have breakfast wise. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it absolutely every day. People ask me this, are you saying I need to do this 7 days a week? I would say you absolutely need to do it at least 4 days a week. And look, the more you do it, the better you get. Remember, it's repetition. It's a skill in itself. The more you repeat something, the better you get at it. But it's for you to find out your routine. But play with it. I would say, look, do something for 10 days. It's all about the 10-10, yeah? Do something for 10 days. Measure your result. Maybe keep a bit of a list. What am I going to test? Test doing the water. Test doing some exercise. Then give yourself a score for your energy when you wake up, when you finish doing your exercise. Build something that works for you. And don't try and do it all in one go. Do it for 10 days, see how you're doing, and then maybe push on and do it. If it's working, do more of it. Push to 30 days. If it needs tweaking, changing, change it. But whatever you do, know that the routine you've got now is the routine that's getting you the score that you've already got. So you have to do something different to up your score and move towards that living at a 10 out of 10 success. So that's it from me, Tony Vee. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, huge welcome to you. And if you're coming back, you know, welcome back, of course. But look, if you got something great from this video, feel free to share it with all your friends. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. We make 2 every week. They come out on a Tuesday and a Friday. And also hit the notifications bell, because that'll pop up on your phone and make sure that you don't miss a thing from the 10-10 movement. So from me, as I say, Tony Vee, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.